What's up, guys? Digmbot here. Welcome back to Favorite Places to Fly World Tour 2022 and Day 4 in Africa. Now, we're going to be doing something interesting today, continuing with our, not technically on the continent theme, but still close by. I've entered the airport code, haven't searched for it yet, because I want you guys to see exactly where we're going. So as you can see, I have Africa here. You can see Madagascar. We're going even further east. So let's go. That's right, we're going to Mauritius. So, I have selected the Pilatus PC-6 with floats, and I'm going to set our departure. I'm going to go ahead and take off. This is an island nation in the Indian Ocean. It's about 2,000 kilometers off the southeast coast of the African continent, east of Madagascar. Includes the main island, Mauritius, as well as Rodriguez, I'm not saying that one, Agalega, I guess, and St. Brandon. And as with everything in Flight Sim these days, it appears as if it is snowing. This is a theme that I'm getting tired of. So, but this island was discovered around 957 by Arab sailors. The earliest confirmed discovery is 1507 by Portuguese sailors. So, let's go ahead and kick off those parking brakes, throttle up. And do the Pilatus wiggle as we roll down the runway. One peculiarity of that plane, or this plane, I've always found is that it wiggles a little bit when you first start taking off. It's kind of funny. But I recommend this plane to anybody that wants to try it. It's very forgiving to fly. It's very fun to fly, and you can rotate with pretty much no issues. Now, do remember to bring your gear up, guys, even in the float plane. Some of these planes do have retractable gear. So, this is a very interesting island in many ways. It's surrounded by more than 100 miles of white beaches, and the lagoons are protected from the seas by the world's third largest coral reef, which actually surrounds the island. And there is some 49 uninhabited islands and islets around here, which many of which are nature preserves. So there's a lot to see here. Capital city of Port Louis. We are not actually really in Port Louis. We are just kind of hanging around at the airport. But it's a very diverse island. So I'm going to head towards the sea here because, well, I always like to fly towards oceans. In 2019, we're looking at 1.2 million people inhabiting this island nation. So, not densely populated, but certainly not deserted either. And one thing to note, if you ever actually go here, this is going to be a very diverse island because, well, colonialism. The Portuguese, the Dutch, the French, the British, the usual suspects. I'm not going to get into that history because, as we all know, the past was the worst. And if you get that reference, you know who I watch on YouTube. But as you can see from the terrain, this is a lush island. You've got rolling hills and mountains. This is a relatively young area geographically, only about 8 million years old, which is still mind-bogglingly old, but compared to the rest of the planet, not that much. So, just an interesting spot to fly. I would recommend, if you want to, heading to Rodriguez Island. It is a very different landscape. It is about 350 miles to the east of Mauritius, and it's a volcanic island coming up from a ridge along the edge of the Mascarene Plateau. So you're going to have a hilly mountain with a central spine culminating at its highest peak, which is Mount Limon. I have actually done that as a separate flight just in my free time, and the island is striking. And it's really not a bad flight from the airport we just took off from. So if you want to do it, it would be a nice, entertaining afternoon of flying. You can do it VFR, or you could enter your, of course, do an instrument flight, but you're not going to have much trouble with it either way. But this is just absolutely striking, and I highly recommend coming here to fly. Bring something like this plane so you can set down in the water if you want to, but just have a very chill afternoon of flying around. Got some great views from the cockpit. It's just a neat place to fly, and one that I was key to highlight when I made this list, and I was actually very happy to see somebody suggest it in the comments, and I was able to say, hey, we're going there soon. So guys, if you have a place you want to see, leave in the comments. I do read them, I do respond, and I do take the suggestions. Even if they are already in my list, I will still say something about it, so feel free. And if you like the video, hey, like, subscribe. If you're here to the end, watch time is key on YouTube, as I always say. My name has been Digmbot. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.